Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the entry grade LAH Gundam from 2023. And sorry if my voice is a bit weird. I'm still a bit tired, but yeah. So jumping into this, this kit is from the Build Metaverse series. It's the main character's mobile suit. And when I first saw it in the show, even now as a Gunpla kit, it's not exactly my favorite design. It's really not great in my opinion, but that is my opinion. So this, as you can see, is based off of the RX-78-2 pretty clearly. Now, there are a couple changes, such as the shoulders, front skirts, knees, and obviously the head, as well as maybe this backpack back here as well. But other than that, those are the only changes. So, obviously a recolor of some areas, but I mean, overall, it's pretty obvious that this is the RX-78-2. Now, there's not really much to talk about it, I don't think. I mean, the appearance-wise, it's not my favorite, but it may be someone else's. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. Maybe I should just be honest. It's mid. I don't like this design. It's kind of mid. But then again, someone else out there might probably like this, so I don't want to go too harsh on them. Anyway, so the V-fin here is actually interesting, though. So very like antler-like, I would say. Now, despite me not liking this kit, I will say that ever since I did build it, it did grow on me a little bit, but I still don't really like it, if that makes any sense at all. Now, the articulation on this is your average entry grade RX-78-2. No polycaps, just C-clip build. So yes, C-clips and ball jointed neck, bottom, top, straightforward. It can look up that far, look down that far. Can do a full 360. There's a joint inside the waist and leading down there's a joint inside the torso and there's a joint leading down to the waist. Sorry about that. So it does allow for a very good ab crunch. And there is joints up here inside of the torso leading into the shoulders. Shoulder is on a swivel. The actual shoulder joint can move up 90 degrees and can go all the way up that far with the extended chest joint, I guess. You have your 360 swivel, your single point bend, and your standard ball joint wrist. And that comes off sometimes, so beware of that. Moving down to the waist, we have your front skirts that can go up that far. And of course, they are different skirts from high grades. The front skirts on entry grades are not ball joints, they are swivels. So they can only go up that far, and they don't go out as much, but you do have that little bit of motion, although it really does nothing at all. So yeah, so front skirts can go up that far. Side skirts can move outwards that far, I think. be careful with the side skirts because I'm pretty sure those are the one joint that pops off a lot on entry grades. And rear butt flap does nothing. Sorry. So you do have your ball joint attachment inside of the waist and the hips. So you do have a 180-degree swivel. The splits, it can do the splits, although I don't really recommend it. Now, one thing that I have noted is that on entry grades, I've seen a lot of people mention that the joint, I think it was the hip joint in here, it would snap depending on how hard you play with it, I guess. I think that's what it was. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, but moving down, oh yeah, again, you do have a 180 swivel here, so interesting. You do have a double jointed knee bend, one joint, I guess one joint here, and one joint there. Now moving down to the ankles, everyone knows that these are C-clip ankle joints, so, well, you do have a swivel going back, pretty good, swivel going forward, and the toe bend, that is very good. And the ankle armor is on a ball joint. A slight ball joint, it doesn't really move a lot. But yes, so that is the main kit. Moving on to the accessories, we do have the beam rifle. This is the standard RX-78-2 beam rifle, but modified for the LAH Gundam. You have an interesting sight. I think there was a sticker for this. I don't know what happened to it. That doesn't look like a sticker right there. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while. I have owned this kit for a little bit now. So, yeah. It just slides into the hand. Simple. Just like, well, it's a standard thing for entry grades, actually. Is that they are simple to play with. And weapons just slide into the hand. For storage, I don't think there is any storage. Although there is a slot back here, which I don't know what that's for. Again, I've had this kit for a while now, and there are extra pieces that come with this kit that belong to the RX-78-2, but I don't know what I did with them because I cut them out on accident and now they're lost. But yeah, you do get some extra pieces from the actual RX-78-2 entry grade. But yeah, so this is the beam rifle. Next, we have the shield. Now, this is a pretty decent looking shield in my opinion. I do like the way that it looks. And it just simply attaches peg into hole like that. Simple as that. Can do a little bit of a swivel. And you could put this on the back as well, which I do think it does store it on the back sometimes. Now, moving on to the final accessory for this kit, we do have the beam naginata. Oh, I just realized this shield is called the LAH shield. LAH shield. But for some reason it's not spelled the same way as LAH Gundam. It's just LA shield. LAH Gundam is LAH Gundam. But I don't know, interesting. But this is the beam naginata. So I don't know where to start. Sorry. It separates here at the middle, kind of like the Freedom Gundam's beam sabers, and the beam effect is here. So putting it into the hand, you want to separate it. Put this into the hand like so. Like that. And you can have it in a pose, any kind of pose that you want, which I will do at the end of the video. But for storage, what you want to do is remove the beam effect. That's what the attachment looks like, if you were wondering. Like that. You want to separate these. And just like on the box art, it looks like this is facing down. Yeah, so they do attach by peg and slot. So you want to attach it, make sure it lines up. And attaches on like so. Same on this side. Like so. Make sure you line that up and you slide it in, make sure, there we go. So that is the weapon storage attached, and you can also have the shield on here as well. And I guess it does help, it does go over the beam naginata parts. So I'm guessing it could be decent for like having the beam naginata stay on. But yeah, that is storage. Just like that. Now moving on to the comparisons. We do have the RX-78-2 and the entry grade Galaxy Exceed Freedom. I think that's what it's called. No, it's the Strike Exceed Galaxy. Yes, that's right. Or at least I hope. I don't actually remember, dude. But yeah, this is a nice kit. I think I did a video on this already. Highly recommend this one. This one looks nice. Yeah, so LAH Gundam is, of course, going to be standard size because it is based off the RX-78-2. Next, we have a few other comparisons that are, I guess, more realistic to people who would own them. Is the high-grade Barbatos and the high-grade Wing Gundam Zero. So, LAH Gundam is taller than Wing Zero and is about the same height as Barbatos. And for the final comparisons, we do have the high-grade Narrative Gundam C-Packs and the gold-plated Delta Gundam, also a high-grade. So compared to some bigger kits, well, of course, it's not going to be as tall, but that's what it looks like next to those. And I'm pretty sure the high-grade Delta is probably an unrealistic choice, but I wanted to put something interesting in here, so there is that. So that is the comparison. And I'm going to put this into a pose. I'm also noticing how short this video is going to be, but that is probably good because, well, this is an entry grade, and entry grades have like a specific standard, I guess. So I guess it would be pretty easy to swing past these in a video. But I guess, I don't know. Would you guys expect that to happen? Because I'm gonna be honest here. I chose the LAH Gundam because it was like the first box that I saw in the closet. I wasn't really feeling a video today. I do have a decent video coming on Saturday, so I hope it is Iron Blooded Orphans related, I'll tell you that, but I think it's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, so attachment is not directly underneath the kit, it's actually in the rear skirt. So we just slide that up there, and that is the entry grade in a bit of a pose. Now, do I recommend this kit? Of course, but however, design-wise, like by the appearance, I'm not sure this is everyone's favorite. So, I mean, you could get it for like modifications and stuff or whatever you want to do with it, but overall I would say that there are better entry grades out there, such as this one, like I mentioned before. I did do a video on this, so you can go check that out. Strike Exceed Galaxy. I would recommend that a lot more than this one, because to me, unpopular opinion, I think, I don't like it when people use the RX-78-2 specifically as a main mobile suit, because I get it, the Build Metaverse series was a short mini series that you could watch here on YouTube. However, using the RX-78-2 as the main mobile suit is kind of boring. It's just not my thing. It's just, the RX-78-2 has like so many versions of it. I mean, it's even partnered with Hello Kitty, which I have nothing against. I actually would love to have that, but I don't know. I feel like there's a specific aesthetic that this Gundam has, but I feel like it could have been further enhanced by using maybe another type of kit other than the RX-78-2. But then again, I guess it could also be like the simplicity of the RX-78-2 is what they were going for, but I don't know. Yeah, so overall, I guess I don't really recommend this kit, because again, there are better kits out there for sure. Strike Exceed Galaxy. But get it if you want, but I don't know. It's just your standard entry grade RX-78-2 with slight modifications, but again, at the end of the day, this is all my opinion, and if you want it, you can get it, but yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, leave a like and consider subscribing to help out the channel to be notified for more reviews like this one. And stay tuned for the review on Saturday, because I do think it's a good one. Well, for me, it's a good one, because I've been wanting this kit for a while now. So anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.